really thank you for all this overwhelming welcome. Really appreciate that. And before I begin, I would like to thank all the organizers here for organizing such a great event. All these things look very well organized. We got invitation long back. Everything was well planned. There was a car waiting at my office at right time, and everything is scheduled and planned perfectly well. So great work, all the organizers here. So in this talk, I'll be talking about how to prepare for interviews. I think that's what we are all interested in India, right? Unfortunately, because ideally we should be interested in skill building or entrepreneurship. But unfortunately, the kind of setup we are mostly are for jobs. And I would not blame you guys for this because I was also like you. In 2004, when I did my engineering, and I did my engineering from the same university, Abdul Kalam Technical University. And guys, we were the first batch of this university, and there was this vice chancellor at that time. We decided to change our university, and he decided कि सारे पेपर बाहर IIT से चेक होंगे और सारे पेपर सेट भी IIT से होंगे. So I remember when I did BTech in 2004. There were 87 students in my batch, and out of those 87, only 5 students did not have any backlog. Right? Only there were 5 students, and our college director used to come and used to ask who are those 5 students. I used to feel very proud standing up among those 5 students who did not have any backlog. So this is how I started from the same university where you are studying right now. After BTech, I did go to IIT Roorkee for MTech. And how did all this begin? Like every other engineering student, school में पढ़ाई की, school में topper ने बोला यार IIT की तैयारी कर रहा हूँ मैं, तू भी कर ले. So that is how I went for IIT G preparation. Spent 2 years. In those 2 years, dreamt about IIT, even visited one IIT, and felt heartbroken when I did not get IIT and ended up in a tier 3 engineering college where we did not have any placement. After that, I went to IIT Roorkee. एंड IIT रुड़की में प्लेसमेंट बहुत अच्छा था, जैसा आप लोग जानते हैं वहाँ पे 100% से ज़्यादा प्लेसमेंट होता है और बहुत सारे कंपनी आते हैं. बट अगेन इफ़ यू आस्क मी, आई ऑलवेज वांटेड टू बी टीचर. एंड जैसे मैंने बोला, इंडिया का सेटअप है, सैलरी बहुत ज़्यादा थी, कंपनी ने विजिट किया, जॉब लग गई. आई जॉइंड दैट जॉब, राइट. आई जॉइंड दैट सॉफ्टवेयर जॉब, although I did not enjoy it because I always wanted to be a teacher. So while I was working in the software company, I started this blog on Blogspot at that time to fulfill my passion of teaching. I wanted to be a teacher, and I used to get time on weekends, so I used to write articles. And this is how Geekswag started. And after working with DShow for 2.5 years, I joined a teaching job again. And that was the toughest decision I took in my life, because my salary went down, and you can understand the difference between that job and this job, right? The salary after tax deduction get 10-15,000 rupees per month down, and I was married by that time. And when I decided to leave that job, at that moment my wife told me that we are going to be parents, right? After resignation, after 1 or 2 days of resignation, right? So it became even tougher for me. Anyway, so that's how my story has been, and I'll talk about. Let's talk about interview preparation now. Guys, see, when you prepare for these top tech companies, you need to, first thing that you need to do is you need to understand their interview process, how they hire. So how many of you already know like what is the typical process of these top tech companies like Amazon, Microsoft, and all these startups that you see like Google, Ola, Swiggy? How do they hire? What is the process? How many of you know it already? Like what is the first round like? Coding round, right? And that's where most of the students are filtered, right? So these companies typically take the first round as coding round, and that's the most critical round, because if you qualify the coding round, then there are many other things which come into factor, like आज इंटरव्यूअर का मूड कैसा है, वो कौन से क्वेश्चन पूछता है वो वाला इंटरव्यूअर. फेस टू फेस राउंड में बहुत सारी चीजें लक पे और प्रोबेबिलिटी पे डिपेंड करते हैं, लेकिन जो पहला कोडिंग राउंड होता है वो आपके हाथ में होता है. आप कितनी अच्छी तैयारी करके आए हो उस राउंड के लिए. और अगर मैं अपने टाइम से कंपेयर करूं, जब 2004 में मैंने बीटेक किया था, तो ना तो गीक्स था, ना इतने सारे पॉपुलर यूट्यूबर्स थे, ना इतने सारे रिसोर्सेज थे कि जहां से हमें तैयारी कर पाते. So you guys are fortunate to have all these resources. You can utilize them to qualify that coding round, right? And how do you prepare for these coding rounds? You have all the interview experiences available online, right? So what you all need to do is make sure your problem solving skills are good, right? And once you feel like that you learn data structures, algorithms up to a certain level, and you learn the problem solving, go through those interview experiences, right? And try to solve the questions in the first round, right? That's where most of the candidates are filtered. So it's like this: if there are 1,000 students that participate in the first round, 100, 200 students typically get selected, right? So that's the most critical round. And after that, as I said, it's all luck, right? Not all luck. I mean, it's all other factors, right? So how do you prepare for the first round? Learn data structures and algorithm, then go through the interview experiences and try to solve the first round questions yourself within the given limited time, the time given by companies, right? If you are able to solve those questions within the limited time, then you learned enough, right? And try 10, 15 interview experiences. And if the interview experience says that you were supposed to solve them in 1 hour, then try to solve them in 40, 50 minutes, right? Because in the pressure environment, you need some 10, 15 minutes extra, right? And if you have learned enough and if you started solving those interview questions, then you are employable. You can crack those companies, right? But if you're not, then go back and do more and more practice, right? And जितने भी companies होते हैं, they don't ask very super hi-fi questions. They don't ask data structures like segment tree and all the advanced data structures. They all ask basic data structures only. They ask arrays, linked list, binary tree, binary search tree, stack queue, all these standard data structures only. That is all you need to learn, right? And I would say if you are in first year, then start learning these data structures right away, right? Data structures and standard algorithms as well, like searching, sorting, dynamic programming, greedy algorithm. Start learning them from the first year itself, because it's not very easy to reach the employability level, right? If you go and try solving those questions, बहुत आसान लगते हैं देखने में, लेकिन ऐसा कोड लिखना जो सारे टेस्ट केस क्वालिफाई कर दे उस प्रेशर एनवायरनमेंट में इजी नहीं होता है, राइट? So start learning from the first year and don't wait for the academics कि सर जब एल्गोरिथम पढ़ाएंगे क्लास में डेटा स्ट्रक्चर पढ़ाएंगे तब मैं कर लूंगा. Don't wait for that time. Many of the top programmers, they begin very early, right? So begin early, and whatever time you begin, start practicing and learning both. Many students, they make this mistake that they only solve the questions or they just learn, और वो ऐसा करते हैं कि 2 महीने पढ़ लेता हूँ पहले फिर प्रैक्टिस स्टार्ट करूंगा, राइट? डोंट गो फॉलो दिस पाथ. या फिर दो पहले प्रैक्टिस कर लेते हैं, जब जरूरत पड़ेगी तब लर्न कर लेंगे. ट्राई डूइंग बोथ द थिंग्स. Try learning and practicing at the same time, right? And while you are preparing for, so this is about the first year, right? First year को जल्दी जल्दी start कर देना चाहिए. Many of you might be in third year and you might be wondering like, what should I do now? So guys, अगर first year में कर लोगे आप लोग, तो आप enjoy करोगे बाकी engineering. एक बार आप employability level तक पहुंच जाओगे, right? The most important thing in engineering is to reach that level where you are employable, you are able to solve these top tier companies in questions in 50 minutes. And earlier you reach, better for you. Then you can enjoy rest of your engineering, right? You can enjoy whatever you like. You can enjoy open source, you can enjoy Android development, you can try entrepreneurship as well. But you are employable now, so you can do whatever you like. You can even party more. But if you reach third year, and if you are not at that level कि आप वो क्वेश्चन सॉल्व नहीं कर पा रहे हो या आपने भी डीएस इतना पढ़ा नहीं है, then you already enjoyed your engineering, right? Now you need to give more and more time to this, right? If the first year student is spending 3-4 hours, then you probably need to spend 6-7 hours really to learn DSA, because this is what is going to get you a job. And if you have spent enough time and if you start not learning it, then probably you don't need to focus on tech hirings. It's not your domain, right? Then don't unnecessarily spend time on something which you're not enjoying, right? Maybe try to figure out what you actually want to do, whether you want to be a marketing person or a sales person or something else, you want to be an entrepreneur, try doing something else. But if you want to get into the top tech companies, you will have to have the problem solving skills. And guys, whatever branch you are from, there is a popular LinkedIn quote that I saw recently by someone which says that divided by streams and united by IT industry. Right, so the kind of market we have, most of the non-CS people or everybody, they all prepare for tech jobs only or IT jobs only, and their paths are very much described. You know, all the YouTube channels here like Striver, all the people who are here, right? They all have all the content and Geeks for Each interview experiences. You get to see all the content available online, and whatever they say, it all is perfect. You know, you can follow these channels, you can follow the interview experiences. These resources are very much helpful, and you can use them to reach that level. And guys, you are fortunate to have these resources. If you compare my time, it was unfair game. हमारे टाइम पे क्या होता था कि किसी का बड़ा भाई Amazon में है, किसी का बड़ा भाई Google Microsoft में है, उसको पता है कि क्या पूछ रही है कंपनी. कुछ क्लोज ग्रुप होते थे जिसपे वो क्वेश्चंस बता देते थे. कुछ लोगों के फ्रेंड होते थे. जैसे मुझे याद है कि जब IIT रुड़की में डी शो में मेरा प्लेसमेंट होने वाला था, तो फॉर्चुनेटली मेरा एक फ्रेंड था दूसरे IIT में. उसको मैंने बोला फोन करके, यार क्या कंपनी पूछती है, क्या राउंड होता है, उसे बता दिया कि पहले राउंड में ये पूछते हैं, दूसरे राउंड में तेरे से ये पूछेंगे, फिर एक फेस टू फेस होगा, उसमें ये पूछा जाएगा. तो मुझे आइडिया लग गया कि क्या पूछने वाले हैं. वहाँ पे ऐसे चलता था हमारे टाइम पे, कोई ओपन रिसोर्स नहीं था. सो इसी की वजह से Geeks for Each मैंने स्टार्ट किया था. बट आपके टाइम पे बहुत फेयर गेम है. इट ऑल डिपेंड्स अपॉन यू कि आप कितना हार्डवर्क कर लेते हो, राइट? आप कितना हार्डवर्क करके आप उस एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी लेवल तक पहुंच जाते हो. और एक बार आप एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी लेवल तक पहुंच जाते हो और आप वो क्वेश्चंस करने लग जाते हो इंटरव्यू एक्सपीरियंस में, तो कुछ दो तरह के कोडर होते हैं टिपिकली जो मैंने देखे हैं. कुछ लोग तो उसको और ज्यादा एंजॉय करने लग जाते हैं, उनको DSA करने में, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने में मजा आने लग जाता है, और वो अच्छे कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोग्रामर बन जाते हैं, विच इज ऑल्सो ए वेरी गुड पाथ. कि आप मजा आने लग गया आपको, आप लीडर बोर्ड पे और ऊपर जाने लग गए और आप और अच्छा करो. Because if you are a good competitive programmer, that increases your probability even getting into better companies, right? And guys, it's all probability game. Learn DSA कर लो, आप एम्प्लॉय कितने भी इंटरव्यू एक्सपीरियंस के क्वेश्चन कर लो, हो सकता है फिर भी ना हो, राइट? और सोशल मीडिया पे इतनी सारी जो स्टोरी चलती रहती हैं कि आई गॉट प्लेस इन गूगल, आई गॉट प्लेस इन माइक्रोसॉफ्ट. गाइस, इफ यू डोंट गेट प्लेस, डोंट फील डिसहार्टेंड, राइट? बिकॉज जितने लोग जो शेयर भी करते हैं, I strongly feel like many of them must have been rejected 4 to 5 times before they got selected, right? That's the story with most of the people, right? So if you get rejected, don't feel disheartened. Rejections are part of the journey, right? And when you try anything, or when you try for the software jobs, you are bound to get rejected, and from rejections you learn a lot. So that's the journey. Make yourself employable, learn data structures, algorithm really well, try for companies. Even if you get rejected, try to next company. After 4-5 rejections, you will learn कि कहाँ पर आप गलतियाँ कर रहे हो. Maybe it might take 4-5 is an average. It might take more rejections or less rejections, but you will learn कि यार मैंने क्या गलतियाँ करी हैं. उससे probability बढ़ जाती है. And it's again probability. ऐसा कोई गारंटी नहीं है कि आपका प्लेसमेंट हो ही जाएगा, right? And there are many places where you see guaranteed placement. I would not believe in them, right? Because it's all probability. हो सकता है कि आप बहुत टॉप कोडर हो, फिर भी आपका ना हो. जितने ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिस कर लेते हो, उतनी आपकी probability बढ़ जाती है. अगर आपने 500 क्वेश्चन करे हैं तो आपकी प्रोबेबिलिटी कुछ और होगी. आप 1000 क्वेश्चन कर लोगे, थोड़ी और प्रोबेबिलिटी बढ़ जाएगी, राइट? सो इट्स ऑल प्रोबेबिलिटी गेम. सो मोर यू प्रैक्टिस, मोर हार्ड वर्क यू डू, मोर चांसेस ऑफ गेटिंग प्लेस्ड इनटू द कंपनीज.
अगर आप ये वीडियो YouTube पर देख रहे हैं तो हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन को दबाना ना भूलें. अगर आप Facebook पर ये वीडियो देख रहे हैं तो हमारे पेज को लाइक करें.